so confused. You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss them.
Carrie Bailey, you in the house? Carrie, what's Olivia's nickname? Carrie Bailey, give me Olivia's nickname. Hold on, everybody.
Carrie Bailey's here.
No.
I know.
No. Carrie, what's Olivia's nickname? Carrie.
She said yes.
No, Carrie, what's Olivia's nickname? Pot pie. Carrie, your account was hacked. You're spamming people through Messenger. It's all over the place. And if you don't know that, you've been hacked. So I would reach out to Facebook. FYI, I caught it earlier this afternoon and we all sent in a request, but I just wanted to let you know you were hacked. And I was screwing with a person and keeping them on the line as long as I could for Facebook to trace them. So I just want to let you know. So I would check your Messenger. That's it. Love you.
Hey, Harshwinds here. Check out our friend Matthew Spirit at his podcast at the DUM Show and his website. Yeah, don'tunfriendme.com. Yeah.
Good morning, Don't Unfriend Me Nation. What are we doing?
It's Red Friday. RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. A movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to DUMShow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Spear is going to be in the house. And where would we be without Amy coming also in the house?
Holy cannoli. Oh, mother of God.
Actually being in the house, not coming in the house. It's not appropriate.
It's a family show.
Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show.
Don't forget you.
My name's Matt. Here you go, buddy.
There you go, buddy.
There you go, buddy. Good boys. Good boys.
You gotta tell them what that is. So
well, there's a fantastic, Instagram/Facebook guy, and his name is Mr. Old Time. He's Old Time Hockey, and it's spelled HAWKEY hockey, and it's obvious. And he's Canadian, and he's a lanky stick figure guy. He's got some long hair. He's got a whole, Larry O'Donnell,
he's a Red
Macklin type mustache, and it's huge. And he wears a stocking cap, and he wears flannel, and he goes out in the woods with his dogs, and he's just totally laid back, and he's just like, "Hey, buddy, welcome. How about some hot apple cider
with a pop?
We're gonna go ahead and make some ramen noodles with a nice cold pop." And then every time before he does it, and he records it, but he does the voiceover, so it's like a Japanese movie. So he'll be like, "Here you go, buddy. It's real soft, and he's so soothing. And I love watching this guy. I can't
Oh,
stand.
it's hilarious.
He's you know what? Now we got to go put him on.
Yeah.
Now we got to put him. I got to give him some love. Let's see. Old time hockey. Social media, Instagram. All right, let's see. Oh, there he is. All right, buddy. Oh, there we go, buddy. Holy shit, that's bright. All right, so here, this is him. I love him. First of all, I love hockey people. Like anybody who likes hockey, I love. You haven't seen this guy. He's got
He's funny.
He's got 2 million followers. So just listen. And what's hilarious is he'll say, "Here you go, buddy," and you're like, "What was that?" It's like subliminal, but it's so soothing. So here, let's watch a video. We'll do it together. And I don't know if he's a liberal. I don't care. He's freaking awesome. Here it is. All right. Merry Christmas. Ah, son of a bitch.
Tater tot pizza.
All right. Here we go. Let's do this one more time. All right. Amy, are you going to be working tonight, or are you going to be on the show?
No, I'm actually. I meant to send you guys
Are you
something
okay?
earlier, and I forgot. And
Are you okay? Because if you need to go, you can. I don't want you to.
No, I forgot. I literally meant to send you guys something earlier today, and I forgot, and I lost it. So I was just asking my mom to resend it to me so I can forward it to you guys.
Got it.
Amazon.
Okay, I'm just checking on you.
Goody
Right? It's not like I'm, saying
Hello,
anything about it.
buddy.
I'm just saying you need. All right, let me try to get this up. Why won't this expand? What the flying shiznit?
Shiza.
Well, hello, buddy. Fritz here.
Why
from
can't I
Old
play
Time
these in a
Hockey,
phone
and I'm down in
window?
Detroit.
Instagram, you Nazis.
Hello, buddy.
Well, hello, buddy.
Olivia, we don't want to hear him. We want to hear him, not you.
Oh.
Stop doing that. Jeez. Okay, here it is. We got it. You can do it now. All right, here it is. I'm just kidding. You can do it now.
How about a tater tot pizza?
And the music is like totally Stranger Things.
It's like spa music.
It is.
But everything he has is 80s. Like the oven, it's like his mom and dad's old camper. Everything, and he uses
boys.
hockey gloves.
Oh, that's amazing.
This must be an old one. This
It
must be
must
this must be an old one because that's here. This one's good. Oh, this one's good. I like this one. Here we go.
There you go, buddy. A delicious club sandwich.
Dude, he has an old TV with a VCR.
Chips, a pickle, and a cold pop.
It's so simple. Now here's one like when I gotta get one of the ones where he's outside with the dogs because it's just so classic. Here we go.
Well, hello, buddy. How about some chicken noodle soup?
Oh, this is awesome. I'm so hungry now. Look at this. Plays Game Boy all the time. Yeah. He's such a laid back. He's a millionaire now.
Smelling pretty good, eh?
It's fantastic. It's so soothing.
He's got a Bauer glove as his mitt.
Yeah, and he's got a Red Wings jersey, which I hate him for, but that's okay.
That's a hockey glove, Amy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she knows.
Oh,
She's aware. She said Bauer.
Oh.
She got it right.
got it.
Got to give her props.
And
even
for
though
a
brand.
companion, a grilled cheese budgie pie, some
Budgie
parsley,
pie.
and a cold pop.
So funny.
And then he's like, thank you, buddy. All
Well,
right, you guys
hello,
got
buddy.
Because I grew up calling it pop.
Yeah, you got to watch him. Old time hockey. He's great. He's making a killing. And he has a van that's from he buys all old stuff, and he's just a laid back dude. So you haven't watched him, Old Time Hockey. He's amazing. I love him. I watched him one day. I'm like, what in the flying shite is this guy? And then I listened to him like, God, he reminds me of Bob Ross. And that's what he's like. He's like a Bob Ross modern day hockey guy. And and then when I saw him, have hockey glove on, I'm like, oh, this guy's he's my lost soulmate. He might be a bleeding liberal. I don't know. Who cares? Love him to death. Old time hockey. Go Go look him up on Instagram. Tell him Matt sent you. All right. He doesn't know who the hell I am. Okay. I miss Leroy too. I know. I miss Leroy.
I miss Leroy.
Leroy will be back soon. Give it another month or two. He'll be done soon. I think he said end of September.
Okay.
All right. We need to have a talk. We need to have a talk.
But me, Amy, or everyone?
I think everybody.
Okay.
I'm tired. For the first time in 2.5 years, I'm tired. I'm not going to lie. And I don't, Olivia, can you name a time I've taken a vacation?
I think the last actual vacation.
Full disconnect, Liv.
Was in November of 2016.
Yeah, 2016.
When it was before you started your job at Comcast, so you didn't have a job to connect to.
Yeah.
And we went on the vacation before you had to leave for Texas. I would probably say that was the last time you actually took time off.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to complain. I mean, I make my own world, but I'll be honest, the show, it used to take me like 4 hours a day. It's now 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
I'm working 18 hours a day. I'm up at 6, sometimes earlier, on the phone, and I'm not off until what, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
12:30?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. And the reason why is because it's been growing. I mean, and it's been incredible. I mean, we have a video that looks like we have a video that has a really big potential to go viral. It's already at 30,000 views. It's been up for 9 hours. That's pretty good. And it's got 1,000 comments. And it's good. We've got another post that just hit 750,000. We just had a post 2 weeks ago that was at 12 million. This one looks like it's going to go up to 1.2 million, 1.3 million, which is the one about Anthony Oliver, or Oliver Anthony, or
Oliver Anthony.
whatever. Who cares? And everyone knows what I'm talking about. And it's a lot of work. I mean, and to be this clever, I mean, it's not easy. It takes a lot of work to literally combat tens of thousands of people and minds. I mean, I feel like I'm Bobby Fischer playing chess. It's it's a little exhausting. And you guys seen my post. I'm all over the place. And it's just, and I take it on myself. So I just wanted to tell you I'm a little tired. That doesn't matter. I'll have a good weekend. But we're popping early. We're going to get out of here early tonight. And I need a weekend off. And I'm going to disconnect.
We're going back to school shopping with Hayden tomorrow.
Oh, which is going to be so relaxing. That's so okay. I'm back. I'm fine. Everything's good now. All right. We got a lot to do.
Is it still tax-free here? I don't know. But
tax-free weekend? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it was last weekend or this coming weekend. I have no idea.
I'm not sure. It's a good question. No idea.
But I think you should take a vacation. Like take a full week off.
No, Mike, I can't. I can't take a full week off the show. That's impossible. You can't do that. Do you know what would happen? We would be pushed through to obscurity. We are just actually getting exposure on Facebook. We're just getting consistent. I mean, right now we just came on, we're at 104. And that's usually we're at 56, 70 until 8:25, 8:30. So, there's people on. So, no, I can't take a vacation. But it doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. Now, what I would love to do is just like go to West Virginia, go rafting, whatever, and then just come on and do some outside the cabin videos where I can just kind of ad lib and then just pop smoke and call it good, right? That'd be nice. But either way, I just needed to complain a little bit. I'm tired of being called a Nazi. I'm fucking tired of being called a racist. I'm tired of being called a Trump-tard. And what frustrates me is that these are my fellow Americans. And I literally, proverbially want to punch them right through their mouths and through their teeth is where I'm at. And I'm sick and tired of the vitriol. I don't call people libtards. I don't call people communists. I don't call people bleeding hearts. You get prescribed. You're a Democrat. You're a liberal, you're a leftist, whatever, you're a socialist, whatever you want to be. But I don't insult people like that. The worst I ever do is call someone a clown. And I use the clown emoji. It's like, you're being a clown, right? It's abhorrent. I mean, it is toxic out there, folks. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. It goes against my heritage. It goes against the Jewish blood coursing through my veins. It goes through the German blood going through my veins. It goes through as a patriot, as an American. How can you call a person a Nazi? How can you do that with a straight face? It's as bad as the other N word, in my opinion. It's just a no-no. You don't use that word. You don't call someone a Nazi. We fought a world war over this. How can you call somebody who simply votes for the party that you grew up with the principles that you've believed in since you're a young boy, a conservative mind with a conservative family surrounded by blue-collar Democrats and Christian conservatives, and that's what you've known your whole life, and you don't feel that you're on the wrong side of this battle? You feel that standing up for a baby's rights to live is a good thing, where you believe that the right to bear arms is not just a privilege, but an honor and endowed to all Americans who obey the law. That you believe in a conservatorship, that you believe in a smaller government with limited taxes, where the government should never be felt, but should always be there, but especially with their number one role, which is to protect our borders and protect our country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's their job. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with being a Democrat, because there's nothing wrong with being a Democrat. Hell, there's nothing wrong with being a liberal. But there are no more liberals in our space, because we are in this social media vacuum. And it is the most vile people on the left and the right. And this week, I've gotten to see both sides. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not claiming being a Republican anymore. I'm done. I'm not a Republican. I'm a constitutionalist and a conservative. That's what I am. I believe in the Constitution and the rule of law, and I believe that fiscally we should be a conservative government. And honestly, socially, I'm fairly liberal. That's what I am. You know what? I'm sane. I'm sane. I have sanity.
That's a good way to put it.
I don't know what else to say. I'm sane. You should love whoever you want. I don't care. You want to wear a dress? Good. Just leave my fucking kids alone. Just leave my kids alone. And don't call me a homophobe, because I don't want to participate in I've got my own sexual games. I don't want to be a part of yours. The things that tickle my pickle probably wouldn't tickle yours. Just let me tickle my own pickle, or let my wife tickle my pickle. But I don't know, man. I'm confused. I'm confused for the first time in my life, because I'm looking at Republicans and I'm looking at what we stand for, and I'm looking at this infighting, and I'm looking at all these candidates, and I'm like, Richard Pryor, none of the above. That's who I'm voting for. Richard fucking Pryor. Amy, how do you feel? Olivia, how do you feel?
I am.
Pardon my French tonight. I'm sorry. I don't like cussing. I think it's been like 40 shows, and I'm not. Maybe shit or a damn, but I don't try to cuss anymore. But I'm just tired of this. I'm so sick of this. They don't represent us in any way, shape, or form. I don't feel represented. When people go to Washington, I feel special interests are being represented. I'm not being represented. Olivia, Amy, go ahead.
Yeah, I absolutely feel the same way. 100%. I feel like I am very conservative, fiscally and socially. I'm more liberal. I mean, I'm with you. I don't care what you do in your personal life.
Right.
I am tired of the virtue signaling. I was listening to a press conference. I think it was in Maryland, and they made it a point, because it was a crime that was committed, and they were saying like the suspect was of Hispanic descent, and they were like, we want to make sure that this isn't painting a picture of all Hispanic people. And it's like, oh my gosh, you're looking for one guy. Like, I was like, this is annoying.
Yeah.
So it's like, just stick to the facts, and then you won't offend anybody. The facts are the facts.
Yeah. No, I think it's fantastic. I think it's right. I can't disagree with any of that. Olivia, how about you? How do you feel as a man in this world? How do you feel you're represented?
A man, I mean a woman.
Whatever. It's all the same thing nowadays.
Not really, but okay. Funny, I was Hayden and I were having a small conversation about this in the car on the way to work today.
Hayden is a blaring conservative.
Oh yeah.
Like, holy crap, she's fully behind conservatism. She laughs at liberals constantly. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Liv.
she
I'm
thinks
sorry.
they're stupid. But to be honest, I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what your religious affiliation is. I don't care what creed, race, sexual orientation. I don't care. As long as you are a decent human being,
Yeah, that's right.
I have no problem being friends with you or associating with you. There is assholes in every single race, color, creed, religion, everything. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. It doesn't matter who you are. You're an asshole. If you're nice, you're nice. But I don't judge people based on their political views, their religious views, or anything like that. Just be a kind person. And stereotypes are... It's sad that stereotypes are everywhere. And it used to be that tattoos were the stereotype, and anyone with tattoos was evil and bad.
Yeah,
and
they
blah, blah.
are, totally.
And it's now tattoos don't have that stigma, and more companies are allowing people to have tattoos, and I think it's great.
And the piercing on the face,
and the piercing,
which I find alarming. I find it alarming. My daughter had surgery, and the lady who checked us in, who was very nice, and I loved her nails because they were beautiful. But she had the nose ring, and it wasn't like a small, like dainty one. It was like this giant thing with like baubles attached to it and like glitter. I was like, I'm in a medical facility. Like, this is a little alarming to me. So I don't know. I would say limit the piercings to your face to maybe, I mean, I don't mind the nose rings. I think my girlfriend has one. It's so cute on her, but she just wears like the dainty little like ring. It's super cute. But like the alarming stuff on your face, I don't know. I'm still.
That's why I just stuck with a Prince Albert. So I'm the one that can enjoy it. Then when I go to a urinal, it's like,
okay.
cold. The water's chilly.
I can see the commercial for that. Bum, bum. Good job, Chad. Thanks a lot. You know, being a male dancer's hard, especially when you gotta shave your huevos. That's why I use Huevo Splash. Huevo Splash, you sexy mother.
Sorry.
So anyway, I just thought we'd start it there. And the reason why is, okay, here's the problem. Everyone keeps saying it's the politicians, it's the political action committees, it's the money in Washington, it's bribery, it's whatever. Oh, you know what it is? It took me a long time to realize this, is that the world is out of heroes because nobody will allow heroes to be anymore. It used to be that we would allow a person to be a hero, and when we got tired of them, we would just push them through obscurity and allow them to retire the spotlight. But then it started to become that heroes had shelf lives. And we would make them a hero just to break them down and destroy them. And that used to be maybe 10 years or 15 years. Like John Wayne was a hero of America to everybody. Small, black, white, brown, pea sitting up, sitting down, on your head, whatever. And then John Wayne turned into that he was evil. Clint Eastwood, same way. Roseanne Barr was America's mom. Why? Well, because Bill Cosby decided to go ahead and do a bunch of bad things to 97 some odd women. But it was kind of America's white trash mom. Roseanne Barr and John Goodman, well, they became evil. And it started to go on a smaller and smaller timeline. And then instead of becoming reactive, it became proactive destruction of our heroes, where it was the moment you achieved fame, you were torn down and destroyed immediately.
Yeah.
Unless you fell within the narrative or not. So now what do we have? What do we truly have? You have candidates who come out of the woodwork like DeSantis, who the Republicans loved 7 months ago. Remember Trump DeSantis 2024? Wait your turn, Ron. That's all you need to do is wait your turn. 2028 is yours. You got it locked up, you and Trump. Now, he's a Soros agent. He's part of the Trilateral Commission. What the shit? When did this all start? He wants to cancel Social Security and Medicare? What? No, he doesn't. But DeSantis has been destroyed, and they're going to do whatever they can. Then you have Vivek Ramaswamy. He's going to be destroyed. They're already destroying him. Some of the posts that he's made. Look at Nikki Haley. Everybody liked Nikki Haley when she was an ambassador to the UN, but she spoke out on a few things Trump did, especially on January 6th. And guess what? She was destroyed. Mike Pence stood loyally by Donald Trump for 3.5 years, debated like a fucking champion. Crushed Timo Kano Signoro from Virginia. Crushed Kamala Harris. Got a Kamala Harris soundtrack?
Let me look.
Yeah.
I know.
We got a We Did It Joe or something? Or something small? Do I really need to do this?
No, I don't.
Are you even ready? What are you doing? Are you chatting with your boyfriend?
Yes,
We Did It Joe.
I'm chatting with my boyfriend.
So you got Jason Aldean puts out a song. People are like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. Man, do it in a small town, blah blah blah. Crush him, racist. And we have gotten to the point where both sides, when somebody is propped up, we destroy them, and we don't give people a chance to be heroes anymore. And when you don't have heroes, who do we look up to? Who mentors us? If every single person in the public eye we don't trust, if every politician we despise, and if we see the vitriol in Washington where they go after each other day and night and day, constantly, nonstop, who are we supposed to emulate? We can't emulate God because we can't pray anymore, because if we do, we're traipsing on people's rights. We can't go ahead and talk about the olden times, because if we do, we're a bunch of neo-Nazis who want to go back to apartheid and go back to civil rights being completely destroyed, even though that was the wrong party. That was Democrats. Can't listen to our music. Can't drink what we want. Can't have the butter we want. Can't have the rice that we want. Can't watch our fucking sports teams without them changing the names of the Cleveland Indians. My God, I can never watch the major league movies again, because it doesn't feel the same. Washington Redskins, I was a Redskins fan while I was a Denver fan, just sitting in the back. I never rooted for them against the Broncos, but 2 different conferences. I live a rock throw away, and I love the uniforms. I love the maroon and gold, and guess what? I can't fucking stand that they're the Guardians.
Commanders.
See? That's how see? I know sports better than just about, and I can't even remember. They are the Washington Redskins. When I see them on SportsCenter, I'm like, hey, it's the Redskins. When we play Cleveland, I'm like, oh, we're playing the Indians, and we're the Guardians. I'm sick of it. But you can't have heroes anymore. So here's my question. That long diatribe. Who the hell wants to run for president? Who in the hell would ever want to run for president? Ladies, it's yours. Go ahead.
I would never run for president. I would never run for public office. I have a fear of public speaking, so that would never fly for me. Never. I don't like talking on stage, so.
Well, I will say this. I think I would run for public office. Not now. I can't even be on social media right now. Like, I'm literally like in a closet. But I could see myself in the future, possibly, if things start going differently in my personal life, where I can be in the public again. I would. Yeah. I think, not that I can take it. It doesn't bother me when people talk bad about me, because it happens often. So I don't know. I guess I'm used to it. I don't know. I've been called so many horrible things, but I know my truth now. It sounds stupid to say that, but like, I can prove I'm not the names that I'm called a lot of times, or all the time, I should say.
Well, it just comes down to that it doesn't solve anything.
Yeah.
This whole thing. I mean, the United States is never going to be what it was.
No.
Ever.
Sad.
Ever.
Just.
James says, David Gomez, pretty sure Matt will not even entertain your bullshit. I don't even know who this guy is.
No.
So, whatever. Dude, everybody's welcome to call in. I don't care. I'm afraid of no man, or man who identifies as a woman, or woman who listen, we don't mind females competing against men here. You guys want to, or pretend females. You guys want to come on, whether you've got an apple, a twig and berries, or you've got a beardy clam, you're welcome to come on this show. You'll get kicked in it just the same. David Gomez, who's Matt? I'm your fucking daddy, David. That's who I am. Is this guy? Who's that guy that we kicked? Who always kept coming back? Is that Chav?
Chav.
Is that's got to be Chav?
Chav, yeah, Chav.
He just has a Chav douchey aroma. He just screams Chav. He screams Chav to me. He needs to come on. Have him come on. He reminds me of Chavasto. I bet it's Chavasto. Because he's got that stupid sense of humor, right? Where it's just like it's one-liners that your drunk uncle who wears Old Spice and gets a little too close to you at Thanksgiving dinner. If you're under the age of 15, that's the vibe he gives off. We'll see if he comes on. Let's go ahead and get into some videos. Can we do some videos?
I was going to say before we get started, because you mentioned it earlier, the video that you had today that you put up, I haven't seen it yet. So I was
who's seen the new video, the one with in regards to Oliver Anthony? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. So if anybody wants to see it, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to see it, it's good. It's crushing pretty hard. It's doing pretty well. All right, so most people have watched it, so we don't need to watch it. I know Amy wanted to watch it, and we wanted to comment on it. Okay, everybody's seen it. Never mind. I don't want to make people sit through it again. That's no good. That's not good. That's not a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and just play these. I know, but I wanted you to. Everybody's seen it. Holy crap!
Wow, everyone has seen it. That's awesome.
Well, it was a pretty popular video. All right, you know what? We're gonna just rip the Band-Aid off. We're gonna go right into Trump.
Ooh.
I got to do it. I got to do Trump. And I just want you guys to listen to this. Here it is.
The FBI Twitter files, the DOJ, Facebook, and all of the rest. Look at 2,000 Mules. Look at what they did with that. Thousands and thousands and thousands of votes on tape, on camera. All of this will come up during this trial. All of this will come up. Because we won the election by a lot. Then they have this crap going on. I never even thought of this one. Trump didn't really believe he won the election. Let me tell you, people that know me say, that's one thing. I tell you, there was never a second of any day that I didn't believe that election was rigged. It was a rigged election. It was a rigged election, and it was a stolen, disgusting election. And this country should be ashamed.
Dude, he's got to get off the election, the stolen election.
I just don't understand. Dude, why are you using a court where you're being charged? Okay, yeah. So here it is. Can I just be honest? And you can call me a Trump traitor and all this. Is there anyone out there who really wants to make the case that Donald Trump can win? And I want to listen. I want to listen so bad because you guys know me. You saw me in the 2020 election. You've seen me in the 2022 election. You think I'm going to be wrong in the 2024 election? Because if you didn't see the magic that was in 2020 and 2022, you weren't watching. That's my Super Bowl. Like the Olympics every 4 years, ask Olivia. That the election is my. People call me from her family and like, Matt, explain this to me. I don't understand. I love. How can he win? Just somebody tell me, how can he win? Because here's my one question. And I'm not going to bring anything up. I don't want to bring anything up. I just want to ask the question. 2018, 2020, and 2022, we saw a decrease in Michigan. We saw a decrease in Wisconsin. We saw a decrease in Virginia, except for the governor's race. We saw a decrease in the Carolinas. We saw a decrease in Georgia. We saw a decrease in Arizona, New Mexico, Las Vegas, and Colorado, and Pennsylvania. And that has been a downward trend since 2018, 2020, and 2022. Does anyone believe that Donald Trump has done anything to rally support in those states? And are there any clear indicators of such? Please let me know.
No. I'm going to say no because every time I hear him talk, all he talks about is the stolen election. It's over.
Right.
Get over it. Move on. I don't want to hear when you're campaigning, I don't want to hear about the stolen election. I want to hear about what your plans are for America for the next 4 years. I want to hear about what you want to do and how you want to make America great again. I don't want to hear about a stolen election. And he pisses me off every time he mentions it now.
Yes, my sentiments exactly. And it's like he always says fake news, but it's like you're becoming old news. Like, I'm sick of it. He's too controversial. I've said it for years. I think he did great things for our country when he was in office. He wasn't perfect, but I don't know a president who has ever been perfect.
That
in
shouldn't be
office.
the expectation, right? We just talked about that. Perfection. If you're looking for perfection, then there's only one person who even claims to be that, and that is Jesus Christ and Hillary Clinton, actually. And there's only one who's actually done it.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I mean, we can't say that Hillary wasn't responsible for killing Jesus. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
She's that old.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I wouldn't put it past her just because they didn't have bullets back then. She would have found a way. I mean, she was definitely a Roman.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Don't come for me, people. I'm just saying. No, but do I think he's going to get elected? I'm not
Tammy
sure.
Jo, stop. Tammy Jo, don't do this. Don't. What do you mean I'm not listening to the facts?
Oh,
Tammy, don't make me do this.
I don't know that name, so she's got to be newer. So Tammy Jo,
Tammy,
go look
I have seen 2,000 mules. I have went through over 3,300 affidavits. I have seen over 172 hours of court cases. I have went through the Constitution myself. I have went through every single state elector vote. I have seen the testimony. I have read the testimony, and I can tell you what happened, but you're not going to want to hear it. Nobody else does because I've done it 1,000 times. Please don't tell me I'm not listening to the facts because you don't have any facts. That's the problem. What we have is innuendo and supposition. Unfortunately, in the court of law, exculpatory evidence is the only evidence that matters. People are talking about discovery. There's already been discovery. We already had the 72 some odd court cases where all of it was thrown out, including the affidavits, because it was erroneous. You know, erroneous means fictitious. See, everyone thinks that it didn't go to court.
Yes, we are calling you out, Tammy Jo.
And I'm not called. No, wait a second. No, I'm not.
Well,
why are you saying that? I'm not calling her out. I'm just simply saying, please don't tell me that I'm not listening to the facts. Right. Tammy, call into the show and tell me the facts. Help me understand the facts. Okay? If you believe you have information that I'm not aware of, I'll let you know. Come on the show. Educate me. Give her the number. I'm not saying that Trump... Okay. I am asking a simple question, and we're talking about the election in 2020. Why won't anyone answer me? Have we, over the 7 swing states that were lost in 2018, 2020, and 2022, have we gained any ground as Republicans in those states? Whitmer has an all-time rating, a high rating in Michigan. I was the only Republican to say that she was going to get reelected, and she, in a landslide, got reelected. Wisconsin, we may have picked up some basic seats, but we have not gained any ground in Wisconsin. Pennsylvania, Dr. Oz got beat by a guy who was on his deathbed with a stroke. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we haven't gained any ground there either. Georgia, Kemp retained. Kemp retained because the way he handled COVID. That's the only reason he was successful. Stacey Abrams is a nut job, and you could drive a truck through her teeth. Look what happened in Arizona. Carrie Lake? Oh, please. It was stolen from her. How come when we win, it wasn't stolen? Well, when we lose, it's always stolen. We sound like who? Democrats from 2016 and 2000. Can we stop? Folks, I'm asking you to tell me which states do you think we pick up? Do you think we pick up any in the Northeast?
No.
Do you think we pick up any in the South? Do you think possibly we could lose some in the South?
Yeah.
Do you think we could lose Louisiana? I don't know, man. I'm just asking. A national election, an electoral college, We're always behind the 8 ball. Why? Because when you first start out, California, New York immediately go to Democrats, and Texas and Florida go to Republicans, and we're immediately behind by 26 some on electoral votes.
Did you just see her latest comment? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Tammy Jo?
I'm like,
Dr. Oz did not lose. Justice Trump did not lose.
Wait, Justice Trump.
Did not lose.
Who's Justice Trump?
No,
Just as Trump did not lose.
Dr. Oz didn't lose, right? Okay.
Sorry.
Doctor.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Yeah. Tammy Jo, I listen, this isn't the show for you. You're going to hate this show.
Yes.
This show is really based on fact, and I can't help you with that. If you tell me why didn't Dr. Oz lose? Tell me. Considering he was one of the most unpopular candidates, his campaign sucked. He was pro-abortion, pro-Second Amendment, banning guns. He also confirmed transgenders in teenagers. What makes you think that Dr. Oz was a Republican? Why? Because Donald Trump endorsed him? Please explain to me why 17 out of the 17 candidates that Donald Trump endorsed, they all lost in the swing states. Why? Why did Eli Crane pick up the 1st district in Arizona? Why did he pick up one of the largest districts in Arizona? And he is a border secure Trump supporter, also believes that the election was not favorable, unconstitutional. And how did he win? Well, because he focused on the facts. And the people who didn't, the people who focused on J6 in the election, they lost.
No one wants to hear about it anymore.
It's over.
Yeah, it's
old
old news. It's tiresome.
Can we talk about something that's actually means something? Because nobody is going to go ahead and overturn. You can't go in the past. You can't overturn this. Even if you found all the proof and evidence in the world, and Washington came out and said, hey, we got the John F. Kennedy magic bullet when it comes to the 2020 election. Do you imagine them telling you, hey, guys, we got it wrong, but this time we'll get it right? It doesn't matter. No matter what, it will never out. It'll never out. And I'm not saying it should out. I'm just saying that if you believe that the United States government is capable of silencing 30,000 people, from poll workers to FBI, to district officials, to district captains, to attorney generals, to attorneys, to counters, to police officers, to freight carriers, to judges. And you're telling me that the American government can keep a secret with 30,000 people and one of these people haven't rolled? Come on. They can't even have a private conversation in the Oval Office without everybody knowing 24 hours later. Come on. And you expect 30,000 people to keep... I work for the United States government. They're not that good at their jobs.
So
she's bringing up JFK.
I'm going to urge
Why
Tammy
are we bringing up JFK?
I don't know, but she is.
Let's talk about JFK. I'm ready.
Tammy, I don't think you realize
she
what box can of worms you just opened.
Yeah, you want to talk about JFK? Sure, let's talk about what do you want to talk about with JFK? You can even do it through text. What do you want to talk about? Yes, we can talk about something else.
Call in. Tammy Jo, just call in because it's so much easier instead of you texting.
Tammy, just call in. I'm not going to bite. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not mean. I'm going to be nice and kind. Talk about JFK. What do you want to talk about with JFK? I just want to talk about JFK because that's an entertaining show. We'll have a fun show that way. Come on, let's talk about JFK. Ask me, what do you want to talk about with JFK? What do you want to talk about? I'm ready. You want to talk about Operation Mongoose? You want to talk about Russian oligarchs? Do you want to talk about 31 Kilo? Do you want to talk about the Marlikin Carcano rifle? Do you want to talk about photographic intelligence and analysts when it comes to the Lee Harvey Oswald photographs? Do you want to talk about powder burns and casings in the Texas Book School Depository? Do you want to talk about the Texas oak tree and shooting down elm? You want to talk about that? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Lee Harvey Oswald? You want to talk about what? Would you like to talk about Alan Dulles? You want to talk about the Warren Commission, Jimmy Garrison, Clay Shaw, Clay Bertrand, David Ferry? You want to talk about Bobby? You want to talk about Jack? You want to talk about the limo? You want to talk about the Secret Service? You want to talk about the 9, or do you want to talk about the overall 37 that were on the plaza that day? Do you want to talk about the 3 shots in 9.2 seconds? Do you want to talk about the bolt action rifle? Do you want to talk about the scope that was misaligned? Do you want to talk about the grassy knoll? Do you want to talk about the overpass? Do you want to talk about the limo braking? Do you want to talk about the brain missing? until David Lifton got it in best evidence and then went ahead and released it against the government's permission. Do you want to talk about the 14,000 unclassified files that were redacted? Do you want to talk about Jack Ruby? Do you want to talk about his ties to the mob?
She wants to talk about Marilyn Monroe is what she wants.
What do you want to talk about with Marilyn Monroe? What do you want to talk about with Marilyn Monroe? Sure, we can talk about Marilyn Monroe and JFK. What do you want to talk about?
Tammy, call in, please, just so we can have a conversation. Just
do you want to talk with me? Yeah, Tammy, I want to talk with you. I've been trying to talk to you for 20 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
Just call in.
I don't care what you want to talk about. There is nothing about John F. Kennedy that there's nothing that I can't talk to you about, and I won't even need notes. Anything John F. Kennedy assassination related, we can have that conversation. If not, I'm going to pop smoke. We're going to move on. Roxanne says he always calls him that. I call him what?
It might be a response to something else.
Yeah.
So just, it's the response.
Can we talk about HARP? Sure, let's talk about HARP. Here, let's talk about HARP. Let's go ahead and talk about HARP.
Okay.
Oh, we got some more people wanting to talk about
She's not going to
Kennedy.
call in.
She's not going to call in.
No.
All right, well, we're going to talk about HARP real quick. Are you guys ready? I've got the documents. You don't think I got them, do you? You think it's all Q conspiracy. Watch this shit. I'm going to blow you away. Here we go, HARP. I've got the House subcommittee on tape. Are you ready? Who's ready? You know what? You got to go buy a shirt. Otherwise, I'm going to kick you off. You got to go buy a shirt and buy some coffee, or I'm not going to show you HARP. All right, let's watch HARP. Are we ready? Here's HARP. Here is HARP. HAARP. The most sophisticated device, weather controlling devices. Responsible for earthquakes. Responsible for so many different things in the United States government. HARP is the secret plan. Everyone knows what HARP is, and I've got the proof. I'm the only one with it. Folks, this is an exclusive to Don't Unfriend Me. Watch and learn. Here's HARP.
Ms. Fleming, cost overruns are immaterial. The Air Force cannot evaluate HARP until HARP flies.
Exactly my point. Mr. Chairman, if I may be permitted to ask Mr. Rose.
We can't hear it.
No, it's
No,
really
can't
loud.
hear it. It's really low.
This is the problem. It's such it was such a super secret that I couldn't give you everything you needed. Hold on. I'm going to try to find it. I don't even know if I can find it. I'm embarrassed. Totally embarrassed. I don't know if I can do this for you. Hold on. Maybe it'll get louder.
I can't believe what I'm hearing here.
Oh, I can't. I don't have the audio. Let's see if I can find it here. Here, I'll just show you the movie.
He went to look.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find this. HARP. Remo Williams. You guys, it's so funny how you don't know this type of stuff. Let's see. Damn it. I need to get the movie, Liv, so I can just play it. Folks, HARP was in the movie Remo Williams and the Adventure Begins. It's a movie from 1985. And HARP was the project that they went in and tried. Nobody saw the movie. You guys got to stop this make-believe stuff, okay? It's got to end. And I'm not saying that there's not weather seeding, okay, and cloud seeding. Does anyone... Okay. All right. I'm going to try. I'm going to try with all my heart before someone has the courage to call in. And here it is. And I'm just going to give it to you straight. If you truly believe that the United States can control the weather and believe that we can make it rain anywhere we want, that we can do anything we want with the weather, make it rain, change the overall temperature, change the barometric pressure. If we can do all those things, everyone says that, right? Then explain to me when the United States in World War II went into Africa, and when the Panzer elites and a lot of the German military were in northern Africa, including Libya and territories, why didn't the United States seize that territory and turn that desert into a rainforest or turn it into a temperate zone if we can control the weather? Please explain it to me. Please help me understand why the Rocky Mountain Flats or the Salt Flats are not paradises Why is it that almost 32% of the United States is inhospitable due to no water? Please explain to me why the United States reservoir and freshwater reserves are down almost 46% in the last 22 years. Has anyone been into Las Vegas? Has anyone seen the Hoover Dam? Have you seen the water lines in Lake Casitas and Reno? Amy, go ahead.
I was just going to point out that the weather people on the news are always wrong. And they get
They
like
are
a
always
grace,
wrong.
you know, like if we could predict the weather so easily, then why are they always wrong? Why can't we say it's going to be this degree, this temperature today to the degree, and 0% chance of rain, not a 30% chance of.
Can I ask you another question? Why wouldn't we go to why wouldn't we go to, say, Saudi Arabia? Say, Saudi Arabia, you guys are a fucking desert.
Uh-oh, I think she froze.
That's okay. She looks great right there. Why wouldn't we go to Saudi Arabia and say, listen, we want every drop of oil that you have, and we will turn you into a temperate rainforest? Why not? The deep state wants us to rely on the government for support. That didn't answer my question, though. Why, if we can control the weather and we can make these things happen, do we not use it to economically reign superior, no pun intended, in the world? Here, let me give you a little example, okay? All right. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Amy, hi. It's okay. Hi. Amy, you're China, okay?
Yes. I'll be China.
Olivia, you're the Middle East.
Got it.
Yenny is going to be Russia.
Where is she? She just left.
She doesn't matter where she is.
Oh, she's over.
Okay. All right. We're at the table. Russia, welcome. Meow. China.
I don't think I've got it.
China, welcome.
I don't know the Chinese word for hello, so hi.
Yes,
yes.
That's it. Okay.
Ditto.
Middle East, welcome. Middle East, welcome.
Ali Akbar.
That's right.
the only thing I
Okay.
can
That's a little racist. Okay.
That was...
Oh, Holy Akbar. Oh, Holy Akbar. Okay.
Oh, golly.
All right. Well, great. Listen, I want to thank all of you for being with me today in the United States. And we understand that there's been some tension between us, but we really care about all of you. However, we've decided, since we can control the weather, that you're no longer going to have any fucking water. You will never see another cloud over your country again. We want all commodities sent to the United States. We want to broker every deal on the planet for 25%. Or you will never see another drop of rain. Russia, you will be under 75 feet of snow by this time in February. Middle East, we are going to turn you into the new California. We are going to give you a flood of Moses proportions, and we're going to go ahead and take back the fucking Red Sea. Okay? Anybody else want to fuck around? No?
I do.
Great, because we're the United States, and we can control the weather. Come on, people.
China is great for pollution, so I would like to blame climate change and smog.
Okay, China, listen to me. We will flood your rice paddies quicker than you can say "yang qing dan gai gao." Okay? Don't screw with us. We will make China beachfront property where Japanese people will visit just to get a nice bronzing on their ass. Folks, we need to stop. If we could control the weather. Now what you're saying is cloud seeding is a little bit different, but controlling the weather, it needs to stop. Okay? It isn't happening. Because if it was happening, the United States would use it. Okay? And how do I know we would use it? Because name something that the United States hasn't used to gain leverage around the world.
Right.
We used everything. We dropped bombs. We killed 720,000 people in a flash. And you're going to sit here and tell me that we would have take qualms with dropping a typhoon over Japan just to go ahead and wiping it out in a tsunami that's about 175 feet? That'll make Tokyo look like a freaking surf movie, and Beach Boys will come out.
I think Tammy's just fucking with us at this point because the moon controls the brain activity of Alzheimer's patients.
Okay, just ban her. Just ban her. Just
What
ban
the
her. Just
hell?
ban her.
Wow.
Just get rid of her. It's
Holy
Chev.
cow.
Folks,
It's Chev.
we've got
Could be
to
bad.
stop the pretend makeup. We've got enough problems that are serious
Chev was
that we don't
funny
have to make up
sometimes.
weather. What's that?
I said Chav was funny sometimes, though.
Chev's a douche.
I agree.
I don't
He
remember.
had some funny comments.
I don't know about that. Oh wait, I got it. I got it.
He's now.
No, I
Is that
don't.
the dude with Tremors? The dude from
Yeah,
Tremors?
the dude from Tremors. Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins.
Oh, I think you made me watch that at some point.
No, Tammy, you won't talk with me. No, you're just playing around. No, I'm not going to deal with your shit. No. You know what? This isn't foreplay, Tammy. Just call the damn show or just get out of here. Okay? We don't need this stuff. We don't need it. I've tried to be nice to you, but you just call in. Anybody that has this much to say has to call in. All right.
Yeah.
It comes down to this. Whether you vote for Donald Trump or you don't vote for Donald Trump, I'm just asking you, what is the path to win? Because right now I don't see it. Nobody wants to answer that question. And I haven't heard anyone.
It's, you know what? I think our country is divided really pretty equally at this point. I really do. I don't want to vote for Trump. I've said it for years now. I don't want to vote for him. I will vote for him over Biden if that's what it comes down to. And I'm really hoping for some miracle that it's not either of them on the ticket for president. But I don't know. I can't.
I just want him to run. I just want him to run. I just want him to campaign. I just want enough of the election. I don't want to hear about it anymore. All right, folks. Who can name this guy? Come on.
Well, he's got his name on a shirt.
New York City.
He's not Yul Brynner. He's not a
Yul Brynner.
he's not a Yul Brynner diversity hire for King and I. Okay.
Yul Brynner.
Come on, Eric. All right, listen to him
This
first.
is
Here we go.
a national and statewide issue that has been unjustly dropped into the lap of New York City residents. We only make up.
All right. Eric Adams, who is this guy wants to be a Republican so bad. He can't be because he's not. But he wants to walk back the sanctuary city bullshit because he towed the line for the Democrats, right? He comes out and he's like, dude, sanctuary cities, New York, you're safe here. We're a safe haven for all illegal immigrants. And now he's like, listen, this shit ain't fair. You need to stop sending illegal immigrants to our sanctuary city. You know what I would do? If I was Biden, I would continue to dump them in New York all day long. I would appease those border towns and say, all right, guys, you know what? You're right, Texas. You're right, Arizona. You're California. You've taken enough. We're going to go ahead and let all these illegal immigrants into Cali. We're going to stick them in New York. And we're going to solve this problem. Any sanctuary city, thank you so much to the state. And you know what? In 5 minutes, we would never hear anything again about sanctuary cities. Here's the rest of his unfair. I've been treated wrong. I've been bamboozled. I've been hoodwinked. Here he is.
This is a national and statewide issue that has been unjustly dropped into the lap of New York City.
This is a perfect definition.
Unjustly.
This is a perfect definition of fuck around and find out. You know what? You said it, bro. You wanted this, Mr. Adams. You got it.
We only make up 0.05 of the land mass in New York State. 0.05.
Well, you should have thought of that before you came to Sanctuary City.
That's what we make up. Yet, we are housing over 99% of the migrants.
Yeah, shit happens, man. That's what happens. Yeah. How do you think El Paso, Texas feels? How do you think Corpus Christi feels? How do you think Yuma, Arizona feels? How do you feel Southern Phoenix feels? How do you think Albuquerque, New Mexico feels? How do you think the people in San Diego and Carlsbad feel? Good for you, dude. You got it. You're one of the richest states in the union. You can afford this. If we have to afford our own redneck health care, And all of the freaking power, food, energy, water that we send the eastern, western states from the Midwest, and we have to do all that hard labor while you have the best hospitals on the East Coast. You guys can do this. You can handle this. You guys got the Brown Palace Hotel. You'll be all right. You got the Waldorf Astoria. I'm sure Trump Tower would be happy to house all those immigrants. He's not there anymore. Does this bother you? How come he's not like this? You know what? Fuck this. I'm not gonna. Here, he could do this song. Where's it at? Where's our favorite song?
Yeah.
Where's it? This is all he's got to sing.
This shit, I'm
He's
out.
got to sing this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Why didn't he do that? I'd be like, Democrats, I'm done. I'm flipping Republican. Take care of this problem, Joe Biden. You're my president. You're my Joe. You're my ice cream Joe. Either you do this or I'm flipping New York. I'm going to be a Republican. And you're going to have a special election to get my ass out of here. Get these people out of my state or I'm flipping Republican. Why don't you have the balls? What do you have to lose? New York's going to kick you out anyway. You're a progressive gov. He's mayor, isn't he? Is he governor or mayor? Which one is he?
Mayor, right?
I think he's mayor.
I think he's mayor.
Yeah,
He's got to be mayor. He's not governor.
Yeah.
He's not governor. Is he mayor? He's mayor. So you're a progressive mayor. Crime is at an all-time high. People are mass exiting New York. Illegal immigration's killing you. Fentanyl frickin' overdoses at an all-time high. You can't get people out of subways. You got illegal immigrants just sleeping everywhere. You're going to be San Francisco 2.0. Do you think New Yorkers are going to tolerate this shit? They will do this just to spite you. Why do you think they put Giuliani in office? They were absolutely sick and tired of corrupt New York mayors. This isn't going to stop. So why doesn't this guy do what's right? You know what? I'm going to flip Republican. I'm going to flip Republican unless you get these illegal immigrants out of my state. What do you guys think? I mean, you've lived in border states, Olivia. Amy, you've seen the immigration that's coming to Virginia. What are our thoughts?
Yeah. I think this is great. I think everyone who comes in illegally on the border should be sent to New York or one of the other sanctuary cities. Like 100%. Stop bringing them here to where like we live. We don't have the capacity to care for these people. And I don't know. Or finish the wall. I don't know.
Yeah. If they're not going to fix the border, then all these cities that said, we're sanctuary cities, you can come here and live, ship them to those sanctuary cities and let them deal with it. Don't put them in the places that said, no, we don't want illegal immigrants here. We don't want to be a sanctuary city. Where's the city that mayor, when he came out and he was still a sanctuary, he did like this little dance thing in the hall. Do you remember him from like a year or so ago?
Oh, wasn't that? Who was that?
They all need to go to that city.
Yeah,
that was
make
it.
him deal
Wasn't that
with
Chicago?
Or Martha's Vineyard.
No, that wasn't Martha's Vineyard. No, but you know what I would do if I was a Republican? You know what I would do? I would put a Republican campaign office right on the border. And whenever they came across, I would say, hold on. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Muy bien, y tú. Welcome to United States of America.
Estados Unidos.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. Don't ever talk to my mother that way again. And I would put the paper in front of him. I'd say, listen, you're welcome to America. You're Eddie Murphy. Congratulations. Where's Arsenio Hall? Oh, good. Come on, Arsenio. Mario, come over here. Sit down. Great. Hey, sign this piece of paper. You're an American, but you have to vote Republican for 20 years or we'll deport you.
Oh my God.
That would be.
You can have your citizen. You can be a citizen. If Democrats are doing it, why can't we? Why can't we literally register them right there, stamp them, make American citizens, get a contract, 20 years, you got to vote for Republican or we'll deport your ass. Sounds good to me.
Funny.
Why don't we play that game? Can you imagine what Democrats would do? Could you imagine the shitstorm that would happen in Capitol Hill? Every single news channel, every pundit would be out there. This is traffic and harboring. This is illegal. We need to sanctify our borders. What would happen? That's exactly what would happen. Who's joining?
I don't know.
I hope it's Leroy.
It's Mel. I'm confused. Hi, Mel. You're taking a break.
Hi, Mel.
I was, but I realized it was Friday, and yeah, I'm starting to feel better, and
good.
I can put some words together, I think, in a sentence. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi to everybody and thank you to everybody that has reached out over the past few weeks and whatever, and I just want to
Good.
say hi.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you're feeling good. You're feeling okay?
Yeah, it seems to get better every day now. So yeah, it was a pretty big scare, and yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're healthy. How's Canada doing? What's going on in Canada?
Oh, Canada sucks.
Yeah, Cale Makar got the 2024 cover. I don't know if you saw that, but NHL 2024 Avalanche player. It's okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of staying off of like all kinds of news and whatever, but my family, whatever, our illustrious prime minister is now having a little vacation just up a few hundred miles from where I am, surfing whatever with his new sort of ex-wife and his family, and spending more of our dollars, and gas prices just jumped another 20 cents a liter and since he left. So yeah, it's not getting any better. So until he is gone, it is whatever. I just wanted to sit and say hi and
I
thank you
appreciate
to
it.
everybody, and yeah.
Well, we love you. We wish you the best of health, and let us know if you
Good
need
to see you.
anything. Keep in touch, okay?
I missed everything. My freaking internet.
All right, Mel. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Folks, Mel's been going through a lot, and we're good to see her back. She is a longtime staple on the show. Smart lady. We love her to death. It's good to have her here. I'm going to play a quick little snippet when it comes to Kevin McCarthy, and I want to have people listen to this, and then I want to bring up a couple things in regards to Kevin McCarthy.
About the pay to play for the Bidens, we didn't know all of what transpired, but what do we know now? Now, having followed and pulled on the strings, we now know that the Biden family created 20 shell companies when Joe Biden became vice president. We know that the Biden family got 16 of the 17 payments from Romania while he was still vice president. The president told us he had nothing to do with the Biden family's workings, but now we found out through the partner just last week that no, he literally called in. He had dinners, and after the dinners, the Biden family got a new Porsche. They got $3.5 million wired to them. So things seem to be happening here. We also found out where President Biden told us that his family got no money from China. We now know that, yes, they did get money from China. We now know that the FBI, from one of their most prominent informants, was warned that they were told a number of years ago that they had to bribe Joe Biden. So this just raises a lot of questions. We now know that Attorney General Garland has said one thing in the investigation of Biden, but the IRS whistleblowers say something else happened. So what we're trying to find is who lied and what are all the truths?
Okay. Here's this is so hard for me. Okay.
This was the video I was looking for. And I emailed it to you because my mom had emailed it to me.
Is that one right there?
No, it's a different video. It's like it's a comedy video. It's like a musical video. I don't even. You might want to listen to it before you play it on the show because I'm not sure if it's.
You sent it to me. I don't have.
I emailed it to the show.
Oh, okay.
Only because it was sent to me an email.
Hold on, let me look at this. Then I want to talk about McCarthy.
But it talks about Biden.
You know what? Let's listen to it right now. Hold on.
I don't know. It's on Rumble, but I don't know if it'll give us like. Yeah.
Nah, it's out of tune. No, it's not Cat in the Cradle. It's out of tune. It's in a minor. I think they'd put it in a minor. Yeah, so it's not going to work. But here, let's listen to it.
My child called me up just the other day. He said, Dad, I need some crack. Can you help me today? And I had lots of cash, but bills to pay. He said, don't worry, Dad, I'll find another way. He was smoking for I knew it, and away he flew, saying, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And Hunter's in the basement with a silver spoon. The hookers and drugs were gonna be there soon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. I'll be good and high by then, Dad. Yeah, I'll be good and high by then.
Picking through rugs.
Ethan, okay, go. Sorry, just a couple of the graphics. Come here, buddy.
Yeah.
You going to bed?
I love you. Good night, son. Hold on a second. We got to play the rest. This is 3 minutes. This is great. It's not even done yet. Love you, Squirt.
We have to leave at 8:40, so make sure you're up on time.
8:40? What the?
Baseball practice.
Oh, baseball? Okay.
First baseball practice.
First baseball. All right.
Smoking anything that even remotely resembled crack cocaine.
I'm very proud of my son.
My son came around just the other day. He said, I got me a deal where we can both get paid. Can I trade on your name? I said, sure, okay. Will anyone know? He said, no, no way. And as he walked away, he looked kind of dim and said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah. You know I'm gonna be like him.
He's fixed it. He's worked on it.
And Hunter's in the basement with a silver spoon. Ukrainian brides were gonna be there soon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. I'll put aside your 10%, Dad. I'll always have your 10%.
I said, honey, what are you doing? I said, Dad, I'm fine. He said, you're not fine.
I know how to game the system. Come on. Come on.
Well, he came from Kiev just the other day. Had a smile so big I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. How's our cash supply? He nodded his head and said, great big guy, but what I really need, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. You can take the vet, but watch the boxes, please. And Hunter's in the basement with a silver spoon. Classified papers all over the room. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. I'm getting good and high again, Dad. I'm getting good and high again.
He pointed out the reason why he regrets it is he didn't anticipate that thugs like Giuliani would use it to, in fact, try to embarrass his father. And that's what they are. They're flat thugs. Come on. This guy is a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn.
I stole an election and my son moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, you owe some cash, I want my cut today. He said, calm down, Dad, you know it's on the way. But my laptop is gone and now it's on you. And now we're both really screwed, Dad. And now we're both gonna be screwed. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he was damn near dumber than me. My boy was dumb as me. And there was Hunter in the basement with a silver spoon. All of our crimes were coming out real soon. When's it all end, son? I don't know when. But we're gonna end up in the pen, Dad. We're both gonna be in the pen.
I am absolutely certain, 100% certain, that at the end of the investigation, that I will be cleared of any wrongdoing.
God save the Queen, man.
God save.
That is like the greatest thing I've ever listened to. I'm going to have to edit the video and cut that and re-put that up. In fact, that might be something that we put on your track and we just play every night because I didn't get hit with copyright. That's pretty fantastic. In fact, I don't think I've heard anything as good as that in quite a long while.
Thank my mom.
Amy's crying.
Yeah, thank my mother. She sent it to me. It was like,
That is so. Listen, do you guys know? Can I just share something? Does everyone know how bad I want to jump on the election was stolen bandwagon? Do you know how bad I want to do that? I really do. I would love to just jump, but somebody's got to. I've always been the no man in the room. Does everyone know what the no man in the room is?
yeah.
Okay, Amy does. Liv?
No, I don't think I've ever heard the saying.
The no man in the room is if you're in an executive board meeting, you're in a think tank, you're in a project management situation, they also call it like the red team or the alpha team in news agencies and such. And really it's the opposition team. And working in Intel, I was always the opposition team for any package, any type of operation that was going to take place. I was the no man in the room, and I would listen and I would collect the evidence and listen to everyone disseminate the evidence, and then I would blow holes in it as hard as I could. I've always been this guy. The difference is when it comes to the election, I truly, and people have said, come on, Matt, we know you can't say it because you're a channel. No, I 100% with everything in my soul do not believe that the election was stolen. I believe it was unconstitutional, which is very different, but there's no precedent for what they did. They used executive order through COVID to change the state legislation and change the state's constitutions through the judges and not the actual legislation process, which is against the state's constitution and the federal constitution. But it's not illegal. And it's not illegal because of emergency powers through COVID. And I can go through and show you the numbers, and I can show you, I've done it 100 times. But I will not sit here and agree with the narrative. I won't agree with watermarked ballots. I won't agree with Dominion servers. I won't agree because it's not that complicated. It's a hell of a lot simpler than that. And if you just look at the numbers and you look at what's been done at the state level constitution with the extending the days of counting, with mail-in ballots, with non-verifying signatures, non-verifying dates and time-stamping ballots, and knowing that unsolicited ballots were sent out by the millions, that this election, it was almost like we had two elections. Most people don't understand. The average election over the last 35 years has been anywhere from 92 million to about 122 million people have voted. We saw almost, 190 million, 186 million people vote? It's almost like we had two elections. What happened? So I would love to join the bandwagon. I would love to sit up here and say, I just can't. And I won't, because that's not what I do. I listen to the facts, I pick it apart, and I try to understand it, but I would love to do it, but I can't because it would make my life easy. I just won't do it. It's the same thing with J6. I won't support what happened with J6 ever. I won't. I've listened to all the evidence. I've seen all the video, and there were multiple reasons for people to say this has gone on way too long. There's multiple reasons for people to say this was absolutely an atrocity. There's multiple reasons to say, well, you know what? I'm kind of in the middle. There were multiple stories that took place on J6. There isn't one solution for all. The right have a little bit correct, the left have it correct, and the middle have it correct. We all need to listen more about what happened that day. But anyway, that's my preaching moment. What Kevin McCarthy? I have family members who are close personal friends with Kevin McCarthy, and they have not introduced me. Megan and Randy, who have lunch with him all the time because they're from Bakersfield, and my cousins are. They're kind of the shit. They're the Howard Hughes of Bakersfield. I mean, that's just the way it is. And what I want is Kevin McCarthy to stop bullshitting people. He's saying all the right things, but I know and he knows that they are never going to impeach Biden. If he gets a second term, they will impeach him. But they're not going to do it now. And the reason why they won't do it now is fairly simple. It's because they don't want Kamala in. And they don't have the votes to remove him. So it's an effort in futility, and they don't want to give him the 10-point bump in the polls because that's what will happen. Every time, look at what Donald Trump's doing. Donald Trump's numbers are going up because they're going after him. Mm-hmm. This is what happens. Americans love an underdog. And the more they go after Trump, the better it is for Trump. Well, the same is true when it comes to Biden. You don't want to give him any momentum. But they can't do anything legally against him. They can investigate till the cows come home. The President of the United States cannot be removed from office without impeachment proceedings, without articles of impeachment. They can have him on every crime and high crime and misdemeanor known to man. They can't remove him. They can't arrest him. He's unimpeachable. He's untouchable without articles of impeachment. So why are we playing this game? Olivia, Amy, are we sick of it? Are you guys tired of hearing it? Do you actually believe anything's going to happen until after the election? What are your thoughts?
No, I don't think anything's going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm with you. Their hands are tied at this point. They can't do much, and we kind of. I mean, I think a lot of people. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people lately say they like Joe Biden and they're going to vote for him again. And I thought they were joking, and I'm like, oh. And there are people our age. And I was like, what? Like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. So, of course, I was like, well, why? And they truly believe that he has done wonderful things for our country, and that, the media is just spinning things in a horrible light for him, and that, it's all the Trump, what do they call us? The Trump tards? That's what they call
They call
Trump.
us everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the Trump people who are supporting, Trump, and the right media is making everything sound worse than it actually is. And we're making up things. And, it's like, I don't know, when there's smoke, there's fire kind of a thing. And there's too much. It's just like with Trump, there's just too much to go. He's completely innocent. He's done nothing wrong. There's too many things. There's too much now.
Hold on a second. Liv, you know who that is too, don't you? Do you know who that is? You recognize him?
No.
You guys, ban David Gomez, please.
Who is it?
It's Noe. Bakersfield. Apple. The nut job.
Oh. I don't remember him.
Yeah, he's the one at Apple, the one that threatened me after I fired his ass. This is the douchebag. Yeah, someone ban this punk, please. I thought I recognized this guy. So someone get him. Appreciate it.
I think it's already done.
Yeah. No, I want confirmation. So I'll tell you a story about this guy. Well, no, I won't. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to leave it alone. But that's who it is. Yeah, he's a punk. So here's what it comes down to. Is I don't care if they wait to impeach Joe Biden until after the election, because I truly believe Joe Biden cannot win this election unless Donald Trump runs.
Right.
And I'm not guaranteeing that Donald Trump doesn't win. I'm just telling you right now, guys and girls, the odds are not with Republicans. You just need to embrace that. You're going to have to get the entire Christian conservative movement out to vote. You're going to have to get all gun owners in the United States out to vote. You're going to have to get all pro-life people out to vote. But more importantly, you're going to have to get the non-Christians out to vote. You're going to have to get the Jews to vote. You're going to have to get the elderly to vote. You're going to have to get the women to vote. Hispanics are looking really good right now. It looks like they're going to do a Reagan switch, and they're going to start pushing for Trump because they don't like what the liberals are doing. You got to get the black vote, and that's going to be tough. But right now, if you don't get absolute 3-to-1 turnout, we're going to lose.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Yeah.
And that's what the numbers tell me right now. I don't believe they're going to give Biden a mandate. I think the House and the Senate will go back to the Republicans. I think they're going to give them that much because I don't believe they trust Biden anymore. And I think they're going to make a lame duck presidency, and they're not going to give him a mandate. There's no fucking way. Not in a second term with his screw ups. No way. That's the thing. And I just don't know if this is so screwed up. You've got the most unpopular president ever going against the most unpopular ex-president ever, who had the best numbers before COVID in Donald Trump and some of the most amazing results, then had some of the most detrimental drop-offs because of COVID. Then you have Joe Biden, who rode that roller coaster all the way down where he had nowhere to go but up. So annualized, he actually looks good, even though it's a complete kerfuckle. The dollar sucks. Energy independence sucks. The border sucks. Foreign relations sucks. Military sucks. It's a shit show. You got one president who literally looks like he's going to be under as many indictments as Trump when it all clears. And then you got Trump, who has all these indictments. Did you ever think the United States would be in this situation where you have two people who are criminally maybe not negligent, we don't know yet because nobody's been proven guilty, but you have criminal proceedings going against both of them, and these are our options for president?
Yeah.
Does this sound like some dystopian future, or am I
China? I'm enjoying watching this very much.
right? I mean, the rest of the world's got to be like, oh, fuck, can you believe what's going to happen tomorrow? Oh, shit, I can't believe it. They're going to indict him again. I mean, Yuri, give me some vodka and some caviar and buckaroo. What the shit?
Meow.
Okay, I don't care. Hey, shut up, Russia. So I don't understand, and I don't understand why anyone is comfortable. Is there any Republican out there that feels secure? Is there any Democrat out there that feels secure? They're just like, oh yeah, this is a lock. This is a lock. I feel so good. Like a 2024 is ours. There's going to be a red wave. Yeah, we tried that shit in 2022 and 2018 and 2020. It didn't happen.
Right.
There ain't going to be no red and blue wave. I'm just letting you know.
No.
Amy, let me ask you a question. Do you think that I'm just going to float this. Now, don't everyone turn on me and get all pissed off. I'm going to float this. Do you guys think that the Republicans stand pat on rape, incest, and medical complications with the mother and take it from 15 weeks and move it to 18 or 20 and then go to the Democrats and say, here's a proposal. We're going to meet you a little bit more. It's going to stop 85% of the abortions that happen in the United States. It's going to stop, and we're going to gain some traction. Do we give that to them?
No.
Because the states are voting it down.
I know.
Republican cities and states, but that's the problem is, Amy, Roe v. Wade, whether we like it or not, it's popular in the United States, and it's got 76% of the United States voting for it. Go ahead.
I mean, this is a personal belief of mine.
I know, mine too. You know what? I'm talking out of the side of my mouth. I'm just asking.
I know. So I say no, and here's my reason why I say no. And not
tell him, Amy. Tell him why. Tell me why I'm a dirty communist prick.
Lives that are being lost here. Forget literally that part of it. If you're taking it just from a political standpoint, you give an inch, they want a fucking mile. Excuse my language.
That's right.
So
That's
no,
right.
I say no. Sorry.
All right, Olivia.
That's a hard one because
No, it's not, but it's got potential.
No,
I didn't even get a laugh.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that way.
I was.
Okay. It's been a week. Okay.
It's been a week. I know.
It's been a long week at work.
I hate you working. I hate it. I fucking hate it. All right. Because every morning was just like, yeehaw. All right.
I don't believe in it, but if we're going to get anywhere with the Democrats, we have to compromise a little more, I think.
Well, I understand, but I'm with Amy. See, I don't think you compromise on abortion, just like you don't compromise on guns, right? Mm-hmm. They'll never compromise on abortion. We should never compromise on guns. That's really what it's come down to. Those are the two major differences in the Republican and Democratic Party right now are guns and abortion.
It's true.
There are hardline, that's it. We're unflappable. We're not giving up our guns. And they're like, well, we're not giving up abortion. But I'm telling you right now, this could once again, for the third election process in the row, have an impact on the election. Because the Supreme Court justices were a big decision in 2016 because of Roe v. Wade, because voter registration, because of the Second Amendment. As much as that got people out to vote for Donald Trump, 2020 and 2022 were absolutely Supreme Court justices, and getting the next two justices on the bench would be Democrats. And then when Roe v. Wade fell, that completely revitalized Democrats to get out there. Now they're going to have Trump. They're going to have Roe v. Wade. Do people not feel a little concerned that this is going to be the linchpin for the Democrats? And shouldn't we, as Republicans, just propose it knowing it's not going to go through? Shouldn't we propose it just knowing, and then Republicans who are in purple ground states or in states who actually are pro-choice can say, hey, listen, we tried to at least make a compromise to protect these people who are in a position at these many weeks, or at least maybe propose the current abortion bill that they have put forward and say these are the we're putting this forward again. We're putting forward this piece of legislation. Should we at least do that? I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm telling you, if we continue to do this and lose on this issue, this could lose the election.
I don't know. I know where the numbers are. It's such a I could never in good conscience support something like that, and I would never advocate for it, even if
I know
the greater good. I guess I don't like that. I don't know.
We've done it before, though. We proposed the bill in 2020 just to go ahead and put the Democrats on the list, and it had an impact. What I'm saying is you have to do this. You have to do political fodder. It has no chance of passing, but you do it. It's just like when they pushed through the Inflation Reduction Act, and they pushed through the college tuition in 2020, and Joe Biden ran on that, and then they pushed it through in 2021, knowing it was going to get, and it got kicked out of term, and then got picked up in 2022, and ultimately it's unconstitutional. What I'm saying is if you take this piece away from Democrats and at least sway 12% of the vote, then this becomes a non-issue for 2024.
I just can't.
I know.
I think it's a bad idea. I do. I really do. I think it's a horrible idea. I think if we compromise on this, then they're going to say it's not good enough, and they're going to ask for more and more and more. I'm not a supporter of abortion.
Yeah, but if it doesn't have a chance to pass, Aim, is what I'm saying. It's simply, it's literally, it's a paper tiger. It's a big, heavy thing that looks serious, but it's a dead bill on arrival. It's DOA. There's no way the Democrats are going to sign and compromise, because then Republicans say we solved abortion. We save lives, and then we save lives again. That's what there's no way the Democrats are going to. It's like solving the border. There's no way they're going to do it. Can you imagine if a Republican delegation went over to Ukraine and brokered peace between Russia and Ukraine? Do you think the Democrats would have, in any way, shape, or form, would allow that to happen? No. No, it's their war. There's no way they're going to make sure Joe Biden solves it. I would not be surprised at the 6-month mark if all of a sudden there's a peace treaty between Ukraine and Russia that's brokered by Joe Biden and he gets the fucking Nobel Peace Prize. That, I told you, there's only 2 ways he gets reelected: war or end war. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the only way, because the economy is they're going to hang him with the economy. They're going to hang him with everything: foreign policy, military. But if he goes over and brokers a peace deal between Putin and fucking and Zelensky, he's going to get the Nobel Peace Prize, and they're going to go ahead and that's what's going to help him. But you guys know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know that's what's going to happen 6 months away from the election. Joe Biden, the peacemaker. He's going to put on their dark Brandon saves the day. Come on, with a Ukraine flag and Russian flag flowing behind him. Come on, you can see the ad now. It hit the economy. They're going to hang him with the economy, because that's what people vote on, is the economy. And the economy's shit. The economy's shit.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that? Okay, good. Because then we're going to play this and then we're done. We are going to play the song. I know everybody wants to hear it, and the reaction video. And then we're going to call it a night. Here it is.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul.
I can rock with that.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end.
Okay.
okay?
The rich men know the rich men.
Oh, this is true. Tell him, buddy.
Some of us can't say what we absolutely know is true, and he's articulating it.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me.
What?
For people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in a new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men. Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, it ain't. And it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Damn.
To you.
Man, I'll tell you what. Born in the USA is a shit song by Bruce Springsteen. It sucks. It's a 3-chord progression. He has no range. But man, that song, people thumped to it because of what it meant. Whitney Houston, Star Spangled. Those aren't Republicans. Those aren't Democrats. Those are people. Everyone can relate to this. And there is an effort to divide. People say that all the time, you're just dividing people. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? You think I'm dividing people by going after these idiots who talked about Jewish space lasers? That I'm sitting here talking about, do we float a bill of abortion just to fucking get this off of our case? That I'm trying to cause division when I talk about J6 and I talk about the election? When I go, gosh darn it, I wish Trump would be 2016 Trump. I'm not trying to create division. I'm trying to create some sort of bridge to have a conversation. Because that's what it's all about. This has nothing to do with us. We're not the ones causing these fucking problems. It's not liberals. Sure, they annoy you. They annoy me too. They've been annoying us for generations. That's what's great about them. They're the opposition. They're the away team. But in the end, after the Super Bowl's played, everyone doesn't pick up a baseball bat and try to kill each other. They go back to their respective corners and they reflect on how they can get better. I don't hate liberals. I don't hate anybody. I don't like progressives because I think they're socialists and they suck. But I also don't like the far right because I do believe they dabble in fascism, which we should have learned that from the frickin' socialists who were fascist. Mussolini, fascism came from there. The Nazi Party wasn't far right. I don't understand why people say that. I don't understand why people can't see. I don't understand why they can't understand that division has been happening in this country and there was only one party responsible for it. There's only one party who wanted to segregate schools. There's only one party who endorsed Jim Crow. It wasn't us. It never was us. And now because some Klan members from the South don't follow Democrats because they actually started representing the minorities and those racist fucks decided to come over to our party, fuck them. Fuck the Klan. Amy and I have got them in our neighborhoods. Every one of them has a problem. They know where I live. Fuck every one of them. I don't want any of those. I don't want those people's support. But you know what? The Democratic Party not once has denounced Black Panthers. They haven't once denounced BLM. They have not once denounced Antifa. They haven't once denounced any of the groups that have embraced racist beliefs and the militia groups. Not once. But we have to go ahead and denounce J6. We have to denounce the Klan. We have to denounce skinheads and neo-Nazi. Why? They're not our party. They are antithetical to Democrats and Republicans. I'm sick and tired of it. Those people don't represent me. They don't represent the 92%. I don't know any Klan members. Olivia, do you know Klan members?
No.
Amy, how about you? Do you know any Antifa? Do you hang around with Antifa? You seem like a Chardonnay Antifa girl.
Chardonnay
I do get that a lot. It's usually how people describe me when they first meet me, but I don't know anyone who is
I don't want
associated
any of
with
those
either
people.
group.
You know what they're saying about this guy? This Oliver Anthony or Anthony Oliver, whatever, it doesn't matter. Is they're saying that, okay, this guy suffering alcoholism, depression. He's been, my understanding, in jail a couple times. This guy's had a tough life. He was a factory worker. 2021 COVID hit. He left, lost his job, started dabbling into his music, started playing his music, taking it seriously, got himself a YouTube channel, got some endorsement, got some advertisers, made some money, bought a whole shit ton of acres worth $500,000. He's worth like $1 to $2 million. Folks, can I tell you something? I'm now worth over $1 million. Don't unfriend me. But that doesn't mean I have $1 million, because if I did, I wouldn't be talking to you fools. I'd be out spending it on a beach somewhere. But the valuation of the brand, the earning potential of this, the investments I've made into this business, and the insurance that I have on it, it's worth over $1 million. That doesn't mean anything. Amy's worth over a couple of $1 million. But that doesn't mean
alive.
That doesn't right. And with my life insurance, I'm well over $1 million. But that doesn't mean anything. Because in the end, it doesn't define who you are.
No.
And just because this guy has some money, does that mean his life's perfect? Does that make him evil? Does that make him a plant? No. I don't approve the Ku Klux Klan. I don't approve the Nazis. I don't approve of the Proud Boys. I don't approve of what happened on J6 in any way, shape, or form. And I don't give a fuck who was responsible. We've been wearing that around our neck for too long, and I'm done wearing it because I wasn't there, and I don't condone that shit. I've told you what I thought those J6ers should have done. I thought that 3,000 of them should have marched. Or all 57,000 that were there should have marched and stopped at the bottom of the people's steps. And they should have went up to the sergeant of arms on duty that day, and 2 from each state should have been delegates that represented and suggested and actually requested a quorum with, in session, the House of Representatives and the Senate, in a bicameral piece of legislation where each of those 2 delegates, 100 people, would have went up and had a quorum and shared their grievances on the national stage. That's what should have happened. And they, guess what? They have a right to do it. It's in the Constitution of the United States. They can request a quorum. You have to have a certain amount of signatures, and you go and you share your grievances in front of the cameras and you put it on record. Because, folks, that's how you do it. And if we can learn anything from Democrats, the one thing that they know how to do better than anybody is how to protest. Now, they burn shit down, too, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Million Man March. I'm talking about the March for Now. I'm talking about the March for Women and suffrage. They do a great job. The hippies did a great job. And they can learn something from us about being neighborly and not judging everybody simply because you disagree. That's all I got to say for my... I'm going to hand it over to Amy, and then I'm going to hand it over to Olivia. Amy, go ahead. Your turn.
I mean, I don't know how to follow that, to be perfectly honest.
Oh,
Like,
just
that's-
follow it with something, for God's sakes. Talk about your uterus or something.
Well, that's a disaster.
Yeah, it looks like the Los Angeles Turnpike.
Right. It's a hot mess in there. Don't recommend. No, I
What do you think of the
yes,
song? That's the first time you've heard the song. What do you think of the song?
yeah. So I was just gonna say, the song, it gave me chills. Literally gave me chills, which doesn't happen. I thought it was. I think I like the beat of it. I like the song. I think it has a good message, and it's, I think, indicative of how the majority of our country feels, no matter what side of the fence you're on, that we all want change. We all want a difference made in our lives. We all want, I think most people just want to be happy, protect their children, and just be able to live a decent life. And I think that's what I gathered from it.
Real quick. Did it move you? Did you, I mean, you're from Virginia. Did you, when he said Richmond, from north of Richmond, I mean, that kind of hit me. What did that help you at anything, or have any feeling about that?
I mean, he's obviously talking about the DC people, right? I mean, I assumed he was talking about DC.
Yeah, he's talking about politicians.
Maybe it's over my head, and I'm like really
no. North of Richmond, you're like north of Richmond, like Canada, from Greenland, Iceland, New York, Delaware. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Right? You're like, what the fuck is going on here? Is it Fairfax? I don't understand. This is bullshit.
Right now.
I don't know. You have Newport News around there too, so it could be a little bit south. Maybe it's not north. Like, from what perspective is it north?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's, I figured it was talking about DC, obviously. I don't know anything about this guy. Is he from Richmond or somewhere close by? Is he a Virginia native? I have no idea.
So this is what you need to do. You need to go watch my video.
Yeah, I do.
Because you're going to love it, because it's good. Okay. I definitely, like, I'm not like, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to go ahead and depth into the world of quantum physics and aquatic aerobics. No, I'm fucking, like, I'm a little bit off the chain in this one. I've definitely got some bark and some bite, so you should watch it. Olivia, it's doing well. I think it's
good.
We
watched it at dinner with the kids.
I think it's doing very well. So, before we go, I want to read this question. Collective Genius says, "Hey Matt, I think this is the statement. What is Satan is God? How do you feel about that?"
What is Satan is God?
So hold on. Is what you're trying to say is, because it's a part of God's plan that God is living vicariously through Satan and allowing him to do the things that he's doing, therefore everything Satan done is God's plan. Is that what you're trying to say? Collective, let me know. Collective brings a lot of shit in here that's decent.
Let us know.
Good.
I'm interested.
If that's what you're saying, I don't know if I can disagree with you.
Oh, what if Satan is God? It was supposed to be if.
What if Satan is God? How do you feel?
Okay, I get it. It makes a little more sense now.
Well, no, it's okay. What if Satan is God? So
what you're the ant farm?
What you're trying to say is there is no God.
Yeah.
Satan has full control of Earth. It's his dominion, and God is manufactured. Is that what you're trying to say?
He's saying that I think there are people who believe Satan is the end all be all. And I'm sorry, I'll be like back. I gotta just run for like 1 second.
No,
fine. I'll be right back. I'll come back.
You're fine. I'll come back. Trying to. It's kind of like, what if dog spelled cat? What if it really spelled cat? Right? What if like, come here, kitty, kitty? It's like, no, that's a dog. You're like, what? What if? I don't think you can do this. What if? Yeah, we know Satan's a fallen angel. We know that. I'm trying to understand what he's saying.
I think
it is
so. Okay. So what if Satan is God? So Satan plays God and pretends to be holy and basically gives humanity hope.
And if that's the case,
and then is now taking it away because that's.
Are you ultimately
Satan
saying
does?
that the Bible is fictitious and the God is fictitious? And
I think it's a question.
Yeah, I know we know Satan's a fallen angel. We
definitely.
That's not what he's saying.
Interesting. I mean, it's an interesting. It's we're his freaking ant farm.
Well, that's God. Satan has full dominion of earth. So what if the actual God is? We're not aware of God's light because ultimately we are earthbound creatures, and Satan has dominion over. Is the earth? Satan has. Earth is the dominion of Satan, is what I'm trying to say. And if that's the case, then if he controls everything on earth, then does he control the word of God? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, really deep.
No, it's not deep. It's not deep yet because we haven't even gotten to what it means. So we're trying to understand. So I don't believe that Satan and God are the same person, is what you're trying to tell me. No, I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form. Do I believe we're devoid of God's word because earth is Satan's dominion? Is that what you're asking me, Amy? Do you think we're devoid of God's word and God's light because this is the realm of, okay, then what do you think?
I don't believe, first of all, I don't believe Satan rules earth. I don't believe that at all. I believe that Satan was cast out by God. Saint Michael is the one who carried out banishing him and his followers, and he is always trying to tempt people on earth. That's why we have evil things in our world. I don't believe God is going to intervene with everything. I think there is divine intervention with certain things in our world, and thank goodness that we have him to fall back on. Does he always intervene? No. You can't blame God for all the bad things in the world. It's just like you can't say I was tempted by Satan. It's a choice that you make every day to be a good person or a bad person and to follow the word of God or to live an evil life.
I get some clarity here. Not at all. I am implying that, yes, Matt, Satan has earth and God is a good guy with a ant farm.
Well, then wouldn't he be Satan? What's the point of having?
Well, I think Satan is a guy with a magnifying glass and has a hot sun behind him with an ant farm. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say
this is way too deep.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know, and neither do you. And all I would say is that definition and that answer is going to be different for everybody based upon their faith and the equivocations of their faith or the inflappability of their faith. I'm not the man to ask.
Yeah.
I can hardly figure out women, and you expect me to understand a deity and a ancient battle that's been taking place between the heavens and hell. I'm not the man to figure this out. Because it is past the depths of my understanding. It would be like me trying to explain to you the confines of space. I can't, because everything that we can see is our human brains cannot comprehend space or the boundaries of space. It's impossible. There is no person on the planet that can understand the boundaries of space because it doesn't work in that way. And we can't understand the universe because it is beyond us. And whether you believe that is because of science and we don't have the capacity and the knowledge to quantify that understanding is the same reason why we can't understand the Word of God. And that's why it had to be brought down to us and it had to be interpreted, and why we had to have prophets and disciples to come down, and the tablets were brought down by Mount Sinai, and it wasn't the Word of God we heard. I think science and religion are, the dichotomies of each are not as different as we think they are. I think they have a lot of I think they're very synonymous with each other, and they're both as complex because science cannot explain everything and God cannot explain everything. Because we don't have all the answers from the Bible, folks, and that's just a fact. And you can sit here and pretend we do, but we don't. Otherwise, we wouldn't be asking questions, and faith would be impervious to doubt. If we had all the answers, then people would be like, well, fuck, we've got all the answers, but who needs faith?
Right.
We've got all the answers. And in the end, I have that we're floating on this giant marble for a purpose. And then we're not just a bunch of noble gases that ultimately will burn out in one point, and none of this will matter. Some parts of me believe that that's the case, and other parts believe me that there is an eternal kingdom out there, but I can't tell you which one. And when I do finally find out, I also can't tell you. So it's a question that unfortunately belongs without answers. There's my answer to your ambiguous fucking question on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Olivia, you got anything else? Amy, anything else? Or we'll call it a night.
I have 2 asks of the dummies, if that's okay.
Yeah.
My first ask is for anyone who is local to Virginia, specifically Fairfax. I'm looking for first responders, cops, anyone who was working on August 5th or who knows anyone who was, because I just need answers to something that I witnessed and I am not sleeping. I need to know the outcome of this. And so anyone who might know anything, please direct message me. That's my first
Do you want me
ask.
to talk to Alpie?
Yeah, if he's like a Fairfax cop or a first responder, I just need to know.
He'll know.
Yeah.
He's Crash, so he knows everything. Like
Okay,
Crash
well
guys
then,
know it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and that's
Reach
what
out
this
to
was.
Alpie,
It was
would you?
on Fairfax County Parkway South at around 5:00 p.m. August 5th. So I need to know. I am like just beyond what I witnessed was just beyond horrifying, and to not know the outcome is like killing me. So I just need to know. And I drive by that road all the time and I see the remnants that are still there. It's like, it's just gut wrenching. So I just need to know.
Let's talk to Alpie. We'll probably go to breakfast on Sunday and we'll talk to Alpie. Okay. And he'll let us know.
Yeah. Let me know. I'll come.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my
what's your
second ask,
thing?
but I have one more ask. My mother's the one that shared that song, so maybe we could all help her out. So my parents are going on another trip to Africa in the next couple weeks, and they're asking for cell phone donations. So anyone who can donate, and it needs to have a cord with it because so anyone who has any old cell phones, please wipe it off, or their church program will also they will also check to make sure everything's wiped. But if anyone wants to donate to that cause, get in touch with me and I'll give you the address to send the phones to so they can take them over to Africa in a couple weeks. So that's my other ask. Sorry, I'm always asking stuff. Sorry.
If anyone has any
I give
phones,
nothing and ask for everything.
send me an email and I will pay for shipping and we'll get it done. Rhonda says, this conversation seems wonky to me. Rhonda, we talk about everything on this show, from pot pie to sex to God. There's nothing that's unapproachable or that's not approachable. I believe that this show has a responsibility to have conversations that normally most people wouldn't have. And God is not one that we have not touched on in the past. And I have no problem talking about it. And there's people of all faiths and beliefs here, and that's okay. And God doesn't forbid us talking about him. I don't believe. And I don't believe God considers it a sin to have a conversation that's out of the realm or scope of his influence, as long as we always keep him in our hearts and minds. I mean, maybe I'm misinterpreting. Amy, do you want to give me a 30-second solve on that?
I'm sorry, I was looking at the spammer. Eric Albert is a spammer, so if someone could get him.
Who's this? I don't see him. Who is he?
I don't know. He's a spammer. He's just doing the spamming comments.
It's probably this Trump guy, the calling guy, 10.
No, he's not. It's one of those like send me your friends request people. One of those people.
Oh, I don't see them. So they already got him. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay.
30 seconds. Do you think God frowns? I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a conversation with him lately. Do you think God frowns upon people talking about science or talking about alternatives or talking about the possibilities of his plans and his existence or his overall?
No. What about?
I don't think so.
Aquinas. I mean, he was one of the first well-known scientists. He was very religious. I think science and religion go hand in hand. I really do. I I don't think one disproves the other. I don't. And my kids are in Catholic school and they learn science. Like it's not like
Right. I mean, that's the
so
whole
like,
point. I mean,
yeah.
it's like saying, oh, I can't learn home ec because, that's pretending to have all the answers. Math,
Right.
all the answers, nobody has them. And they are not, I mean, isn't that what Revelations is all about, is revealing, the big reveal? Isn't that when we're supposed to get the answers of eternity? And
Hey,
Yeah,
is there
it
any
sounds
way you
awful.
can ban someone
yes.
that keeps coming back from their IP address? Because he keeps coming back over and over. He's linking other podcasts. He just
Who?
His name is Calling Guy something something. He comes back with a new number every
ban
time.
him every single time he pops in.
And he just keeps popping in.
Said keep banning him. That's how you keep banning him. Every time he comes in, ban him. I don't see him. The mods.
It's on Rumble. That's why.
Oh,
He only comes on Rumble, but
how often is he on Rumble?
he was on a couple weeks ago, but he has just popped on with 5 different numbers in the last 5 minutes.
All
And
right,
I've deleted
hold on,
him every time.
hold on. You're getting worked up over this. This is.
He was just rude to me, so.
I don't care. What did he say to you?
He called me honey. What's wrong, honey? You're a snowflake?
Thick skin. Who cares? Say yeah, fuck stick. I am. No, I'm not going to flash my boobs to you. Hold on a second. Let me find this douche plow. Hold on.
He's just.
I don't see him. Where?
I've deleted him. Like, if he'll probably come back in a minute. He's
Okay, well, let's hope he comes. I'm going to call him. Do you have his phone number?
I can ask for
Hey,
it. if he comes
hey,
back.
all the people on Rumble. Good to see you, by the way. No, what do you mean he call-in guy?
His name is Here he is, Calling Guy 2.
Where? I don't see him.
He just popped up on Rumble. Olivia, sorry to get you in trouble. Does he beat you after the show?
Yeah, I fucking beat her. I
Aw.
spank her like a fuck dude. She
So
begs
the-
for it.
the-
Hold on. Shh. No. Fucking, it's my time. Yeah. Dude, every time she asks me, she tells me to spank that ass. I fucking belts, whips, chips, dips. Who cares? Hey, bro, why don't you call in? Why don't we have a conversation? Here he is. Everyone excited for the Trump parade. Trump's trials are going to be MAGA parade. Dude, call-in guy, why don't you call in? If your name's call-in guy, why don't you call in? You think you're a good
This
troll.
is the same shit he's been posting every time.
Who cares? Let him post. Olivia, sorry to get you in trouble. Does he beat you after the show? Why don't you try engaging in an it's just, who is this guy? Everyone excited? No. Meadows, Pence, Jared, Rudy. Dude, who is this guy?
I don't know, but he's been on a few times and I've banned him every time.
Do you know what you do?
What?
You don't talk to him. You just ban him. Don't fucking speak to him.
I haven't. That's the thing is I saw him and
Just
I
ban
immediately
him.
deleted him.
You're talking about him now. So what do you mean? That's what I'm trying to understand, honey. Why are you giving this guy any attention? Ban him. He's a putz. He doesn't have anything to say. He's doing this for attention. You want to know why? You know what he's doing? He's jerking off to the JCPenney catalog right now. He's rubbing out the turtle wax because it has a high gloss shine. It doesn't burn up to the title. Every time you talk and he hears your voice, he's jerking off. This guy doesn't have a life. He doesn't have anything. So just ban him. I mean, he's an insignificant piece of lint. Asking me if I beat you. Fuck yes, I beat her all the time. She asked for it. Harder. Don't you have a sex life? With something that's not inflated? Of course.
Oh, goodness.
Of course. But do I like punch her if she gets lippy? Sometimes. I mean, she lips off. Just to tell her, just to let her know. I mean, Amy, doesn't Jason do that to you? Doesn't he smack you around a little bit? You get lippy.
All the time.
Yeah, it's what a good man does. Of course I do. See, and this is what these trolls don't understand. Is that
Taking
you
lessons
can't.
about the pot pies, except for we don't do white. What is it? We don't do like white. What's it called? Like flour. So I have to come up with some other crust now. So.
Well, you have to mill it yourself. If you don't, you get beaten, right? You got to go shuck the corn and.
Yes.
That's right. You drop any on the floor.
Because we did not have a clock on our stove, so he was nice to get me like a wall one to prop up next to it, so that I knew what time it was to have dinner ready on time. Since I'm gonna leave the kitchen.
Rumble isn't a good. Don't remove his messages. Just ban him.
How do I ban him?
What do you mean? How do I ban him? What do you mean? I don't. How do you ban anybody that gets shitty and lippy?
I go up and I hit.
It's right here. You hit the
mute
3
user,
dots.
Mute user forever. He's coming back with a different name
Then
every
just
time.
Olivia, look at me.
Yes.
Before I beat you, will you listen to me? Every time he pops in, hit the 3 dots. Don't say a thing and hit forever. It takes 2 seconds. The moment he comes in, don't even let him breathe. The moment he steps in, 3 dots, ban him forever. Boom. Don't say a word. Nobody respond to him. Just ban his punk ass. Let him change it. If you address it, he's going to keep coming back. But if you don't, he's not going to do it. Listen, do I need to beat you to get you to understand?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir. May I have another?
Oh, trust me. You're going to get it. This guy's a putz. I mean, seriously. He's a putz. Stumpy, leave the guy alone. Just ignore him. All right. We're going to go, folks. It's been fun. It's been real, but it hasn't been real fun. I appreciate everybody. Oh, you see when I watch. That's it. Look at that. You don't even give me any attention. If you don't say anything to these guys, you just punt them. That makes them so pissed. Yeah. They'll keep coming back. But like the moment he enters chat, just kick him. Because then, you know what? He's going to get sick and tired of doing this. Okay. All right. That's it. All right, folks. Well, thank you. God bless. Thanks for watching. Remember, it is Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. I appreciate you having Amy. Thank you. It's good to have you here. Will we be seeing you? Will we be seeing you Monday?
Yeah, I'll be here Monday. And I'll see you Sunday if you invite me to breakfast. If you tell me what time you guys are going, I'll be there.
Okay. Well, I got to decide if we're going to go. So I'm not a big...
It's on the street.
I've been trying to... No, I've been cutting and taking care of my body and not eating the shit.
Yeah.
So I was like... I was getting a little... Amy, don't make me beat you. I already beat one woman. I don't need to be beaten 2. I already told her twice.
Walk there. Just walk there. Just walk there.
I don't need your advice on physical activity. That's not the problem.
Don't.
The problem is I love Tam and I love Tammy's, but you know, if you eat there like we were 2 or 3 times a week,
yeah,
you know, it's dangerous to the old girlish figure. We might stop on by. You know what? Maybe we will. I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, so I can use some pancakes. So we'll probably stop by. All right, everybody. Uncle Stumpy, we love you over there on Rumble. Had 45 people on over on Rumble. That's good to see so many people over on Rumble. Yeah, been doing well. And then we had about 140 on tonight. So we had a couple hundred people on. That's good. All right, everybody, listen, I always do this on the weekends. We need to get out of here. We love you. We appreciate you. Stop on. Hey, watch the show. Stop on by if you haven't. Give it a second. Watch it. And to Calling Guy, fuck you. And your mother. All right? All right, everybody. God bless. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Monday.
I'm David Boreanaz with the cast.
And I'm sorry for the language. I'm sorry for the language. I just don't like people talking to my wife like that. All right. Good night. Now, Olivia, I told you, man, you don't sit there and talk to those guys. You go cheat on me with that guy ever again. I will beat you to an inch of your life. Now get your ass in there and give me a beer. I want some food. Don't you raise your eyes at me. I'll tell you what, if I ever tell you to do something again online, you do it.
Would you like a pot pie?
Damn, woman, don't you ever speak to me in that way. I say, holy shit. Oh, we're on a hot mic. Sorry. Hold on. Good night, everybody. We're shit. We're in trouble now. Oh, bitch, you get in that kitchen.
I'm David Boreanaz with the Cast of SEAL team, and we have an important message for returning vets.
Amy's like, hot mic.
If you're struggling to cope, there's help, and it's just a phone call away.
The Veterans Crisis Line is staffed with experienced professionals who know your struggles.
There's no greater sacrifice in service to our country. We're able to enjoy our freedoms because of it.
Your service is important. You are important.
Penny's like,
for vets and their families, the Veterans Crisis Line is here to help 24 hours a day. Please call